Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Aquascaping on the Fly, Living Art Creations. I'm Anthony, your host and content creator, where on my channel, I infuse my love of Mother Nature and my spirituality into every build. Today, I have got a little nice treat. What you can't see yet is I'm looking at Blackfish. That's the newest tank that we've got in the build. And Blackfish, when I first set it up, well here, I'm gonna give you a look at it. I'll give you a look while I'm explaining. All right, let's get you to the right level. Okay, it's okay if you want to gasp with excitement. Yes, I know it's gorgeous. I just do. I just know it's gorgeous. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this build, this was the original shark fin, which I called it that because when I found this in nature, and again, all my inspiration starts with Mother Nature. When I found this in nature, I first had it covered in moss and sitting on a channel tank with a weeping line to it that was feeding the moss water on a continuous basis. Well, that didn't work out because I was using tap water. It kept getting clogged. And it just ended up staying too dry. And I pulled the moss out. I was able to save the moss, thank goodness, because the moss came from one of my layovers in Detroit. Found some beautiful moss there in downtown. And so I kind of hung it outside for a while and didn't know what to do with it. And then I had this idea. I had a brain fart. And brain fart or inspiration, you call it whatever you want to call it that. It was a brain fart for me. And I thought, okay, what if I put the build with just plants on it? And I'm going to call it Blackfish. And yes, it's called Blackfish for a reason. It is named after the SeaWorld documentary about how they mistreat these majestic animals and keep them in cages and then force them out there to do tricks and then go right back to their cage. So I did this very intentionally. And I intentionally put just plants just on Blackfish to show how artistic it is. It has a complete, and I built caves in this because I knew we were going to have shrimp in it. So there's a whole cave system underneath here that you can access through the back or through there or on the other side. And then there's hiding places all under Blackfish. Now, Blackfish is not glued to anything. That's one of the things I loved about this. I took some fishing line and some suction cups, and I hover it at the base. That's why there's so much space underneath it for fish and shrimp to be able to hide if they want to hide. So I built this one intentionally with lots of hiding spaces. Now I wanted it to be barren to where it looked like it just kind of rested, almost like a ship on the bottom floor. Then when I started researching fish and shrimp, I was like, oh my gosh, they all want plants. They may be stressed out if they don't have plants. So I placed an order, which I unpacked on another video. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to plant this one, a few strategic plants just to give a little coverage and some background plants just for the fish that are going in there. But I don't want to overdo it. I want to make sure I'm staying true to my intent here, which was a minimalist build. And the rocks, well, the hardscape is free. The rocks are from a local stream that I foraged with all my family on a outing one day in a park. And we were all walking in the stream and I was finding all these gorgeous rocks and they came with snails. And that's after a boiling, cleaning, and another boiling. How the snails survived, to me, I don't know. It's amazing how they've survived. The plants that are on this Blackfish are from Buce, and there's a special video on there if you want to see how I did this. Now, I'm horrible at gluing. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Horrible. I tried not to glue as much as possible because I'm really bad at it. So today, of course, I am not touching the glue bottle. We're going to try and wedge everything where they need to go. So I'm going to put you guys on pause while I collect the plants that we're going to do and kind of switch the lighting up a little bit. That way you can see it better. And then we'll go for there. And I'm just now getting the hiccups. Okay, so hang on. So let me get that set up and we'll start doing the planting. And thanks for joining me today. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with is right here. This is Anubias Supernova. This can get anywhere from 10 to 24 inches tall. Lighting is low to moderate. It has a pH range of 6 to 7.5. This is listed as beginner friendly, and then it also lists the fish and shrimp and snails that will go well with this. Now, because this is so tall, I am going to right now put all of it in this tank. They may not, excuse me, stay in here. Oh, I'm too close. Too close. Okay. All right, there you go. Now, I'm hoping this is going to be kind of straightforward. I'm just going to try and wedge. Easier said than done. Whoops. All right, for right now, you just float. Okay, so I had to check the directions really quick. Fully immersed or not. So it can breach the surface, which is good. That's what we want. And let's spill that. Really, the only way to tell is to get down here with it. I was thinking about I have one rock system here. Now, one thing I've learned from my other tanks is that shrimp love, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to dislodge anything. Shrimp love roots. They love getting in the roots. They love playing with the roots, chopping on the roots, cleaning the roots. Okay, that looks a little silly, but I really want one back here. Now that one will stay back there just because of the recirculation pump. This one, I can't decide, do I want it back here? Yeah, that is, oh, that looks good. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. I don't like this one here. Yeah, I don't like that. Whoops. So how about, this is the entrance to one of my caves. Oh, this water feels nice and cool. It feels very nice and cool on my hand. So I was thinking if I can wedge it here, like if the rhizome would go back here. Yeah. Gonna hold it in place. No, that looks silly. I mean, I could. Okay. Okay. I'm not loving it. Matter of fact, I may change this one now. Because I'm not loving it. Well, it's got great movement, but of course it's moving too much. Or we could split it. See, there is a tail. Blackfish has a tail. And if we can get this to hold it. Do that. Oh, I kind of like that because can you see it? I'm having like I always say things like that on camera, and then I'm like, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, I do like this. I'm getting water everywhere up front because the leaves are going to naturally flow with the water flow. I like that. I could put all three of them right there, actually. Let's try this. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Rubber band. All right, let's see if we can. Yeah. All right, so it's just loosely here. Gonna put it around the bottom. Okay, you guys see that? Now we're gonna try and put them in like order. So see how I want it to go? I want it to slope this way. The littlest one, if I can get it to work right. Yeah, so if this top one can go, I think it came out of order. Well, oh no, okay. It turned. This one turned. Their roots are getting in the way of each other. Okay, on camera that looks pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna leave it for now. Okay, so I played around with it, and let's hope it's gonna stay where it is. What we have next is, I think it's the butterfly. Pull it up really quick. Let's see. Nova, yep. Okay, the butterfly. Okay, the butterfly goes 6 to 12 inches tall. Lighting is low to moderate. Same pH, 6 to 7.5. Beginner friendly. Dark green butterfly-shaped leaves. Now this one, of course, these plants came from Aquarium Plants Farm. Or is it Factory? Let me look. Factory. Aquarium Plants Factory. Now I normally always buy the buy two, get one free. Here's this one. It's large. I got this one to go like strategically in the front somewhere. But this one I just bought one of. Ooh, I don't want it to hide anything. Oh, yes. Really cool if it was down here. This would help the fish not feel so, vulnerable. So we could do that. There's really no way to wedge it. Oh, I like it in the back, but there's no way to wedge it there. I don't want to hide anything. Yeah, I don't want to take away from... Oh, now that's kind of cool. It does hide the tail, but it does look really pretty against that white rock. Now, I am a chicken when it comes to gluing, so I prefer not to glue. I prefer to wedge because I am horrible at it. So I think I'm going to let that stay there because it's wedged in nicely and it looks good. And now, let me pull the next one. All right, so here is, this is Bucephalandra Giant Velvet, sorry. I could not find hardly anything on this one. It can get up to 8 inches tall. Like most Buce, of course you don't put it in the substrate. No CO2, slow to medium growth. Difficulty level is beginner. Low to high lighting. Does not give a pH on this one. We're going to go with what the other Buces are that are within the same range. It's kind of difficult when you try to cross-reference one plant vendor site against another because they don't all have the same information on there for you. But I already have Buce in here. I'm just looking to add some pieces to like where some rocks meet together. That's all I'm looking on doing here. So like, I can't even see what I'm pointing at. So like this one here, I definitely think this could be in the foreground right here. No? Okay. It's like, nope, not going to do it. Not going there. Okay, what about here? That'll give you some little greenery. Maybe you'll be happier there. There's a double. When I unpacked this one, there was a double shoot. I think it was on this one. Yeah, this one's kind of chunky. Well, there is a piece right here too. I don't think that adds anything. I really want something right here. Okay. It does. Maybe one. There's a nice little slender one. You can go into the back. A couple of little leaves. All we need is a few details. I'll put one back there, you're not going to see it. I'm not loving that. A wet mess. Okay, well, let me look. So we have a pop of color here, a big pop of color here, pop of color at the back, in the front corner. I think I'm done. Now, if you want to see the build and all the plants I used on this when I put these plants on it, these plants that are on Blackfish itself, they're all from Buce plants. And I did a special little video just with this in mind. And now let me give you guys a final little shot here. Okay, so you can see it's, okay, I love the fact that we've got a nice pop of color On the right in the back, because it hides the wave maker, and just a little pop at the foreground. Again, another little pop in the foreground, and in the very, very back. So it just, for me, I feel a little more confident now that the fish will be in here and they will be able to enjoy this. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Stick around. There's another one coming up where we're going to do some planting in the Trinity tanks. You guys have a great day, and thanks for visiting me. Bye.